Welcome to Wizzy Bee. We're in the greenhouse today and I'm going to give you an update on how the chilies are doing. Also talk about the food and the watering that they require. First I'd like to show you the chilli that we took out the growing tip together. You may or may not have seen that small video, but do check it out if you haven't. Look how it is bushed. And the amount of beautiful chilies that are on it. This one is called Elephant's Trunk. Let me take one off and show you just how incredible they are. And you can use them green or red, as you already know. But look how amazing that is. That one's Elephant's Trunk. So I'm very pleased with how that's doing. But let me share with you some tips to make sure your chilli plants do the very best for you. Okay, first, watering. If you have time, do try to water in the morning, because that is ideal, because the plant won't be sitting at night when it's that much cooler in damp, cold compost. As we know, chilies like to be as warm as possible. Keep watering regularly, and also the time to apply your liquid food or your foliage food, I prefer a liquid food applied to the actual pot, is once a week. And you need to do this on damp compost. Never water your plants, or any plants in containers for that matter, when they're dry with a liquid food, because it'll burn the roots. So you're actually not helping your plant. If you want to apply a foliage food, then that is sprayed onto the plant. The food I like to use for my chilies is a soluble one, and I keep it in an airtight container with its spoon, so I can apply the appropriate amount to the watering can, no more and no less. Because don't be tempted to put more food into the watering can to apply to your plants, thinking you're doing your plant a favour. You're actually not. So stick to dietary recommendations. Also, what you want to keep an eye out for is any debris that can be either on the plant or on top of the compost, because you need to remove all of this, because this is where Doritis comes in, and you can then start having problems with fungal diseases and things like that. So do remove any dead matter or anything that's either diseased, dead or dying. Remove all of that. What I'd like to particularly show you on this occasion, this chili is called the Serrano del Sol. And what I've noticed is with this, we've described them as a skirt on the chili. It just seems to be this one particular chili type that seems to be doing it. But what I have to do is remove the spent petals, the coral, from the actual chili, because when it was fertilised, it hasn't dropped off like it does with my other plants. See, that's just fallen off where the flower was fertilised. It stays attached to the growing fruit, which obviously, as we've just discussed, isn't a good idea. So here, for example, it is. Let's see if we can get it in for you to see. Yeah. So anything like that, just gently remove it off your chili, because we don't want any problems with the expanding fruit or fungal problem. As you can see, they're all doing very well and starting to ripen. You can start taking them off now, because the more you take off, the more the plant will produce. And of course they will change colour if you're drying them as well, or freezing. You can chop them up and put them in the freezer, and then you will keep green, red or whatever colours you're growing. But you should really be enjoying your chilies. Maybe I'll show you my Dorset Naga, which is one of the hottest chilies in the world. And this is really a baby, because it can even get much larger than this. And look at the amount of chilies on there. So it just goes to show taking out that growing tip really does help your plants to produce as much fruit as possible in the shortest time. Because we're now sort of in the middle of August, so we're really starting to think about the end of the summer here in the UK. So I hope you enjoyed that chilli update. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.